thank the motocross gods for the Vets Motocross Des Nations. Otherwise, I'd have nothing to talk about.
This is the plug.
Yes! This past weekend, the annual Vets MX's Nation descended upon the iconic Farley Castle track. And with near to 500 of the best looking, best smelling and most nostalgic vintage two-stroke machines, mostly, together with such legendary names such as Jean-Michel Bayle, Guy Cooper, Doug Dubuck, Yves DeMaria, Jackie Vermont, Josh Coppins, and the junkyard dog, John Dowd. It was one hell of a weekend, even with the constant threat of the heavens opening and washing us all away. The real star of the weekend had to be the junkyard dog, John Dowd. Wait a minute, that sounds familiar. The second star of the weekend has to be the junkyard dog, John Dowd. What a hero. Guy is 47 years young. He still rips. He got national points on the toughest track in America, and he can actually say that in his last ever professional race, he battled with the champ, Ryan Villapoto. That's like the 47-year-old Mike Tyson of today, going 12 rounds with Floyd Mayweather. Imagine that. Junkyard dog, we salute you. Yeah, that's right, just 2 short months after talking about him on the plug, about how much of a legend, about how much of a hero John Dowd is, I got to meet the great man myself. And he proved me just right, both on and off the track. He was cool enough to give us some time for some interviews, to wear our GoPro. He was always smiling, and he still is a beast on the track. Wait, what? He wore our GoPro? Yup. Just 2 short months after talking about him, the great John Dowd was cool enough to wear our GoPro twice whilst ripping on a KX 500. What the hell just happened? This is a new segment I like to call Ghosty of the Week. Rewind! Slow motion. I still can't quite figure out how that happened. Anyway, back to the junkyard dog. He went on to win that race and the 3 Vets MX Nation Evo races that followed throughout the weekend. And if you're lucky enough, later this week you might just get to see a full GoPro edit of John Dowd ripping a KX 500. Ka-ching. Here's another new segment I like to call Boobs of the Week. You're welcome. Probably the biggest and most legendary name in attendance at the Vets MX Nations was Jean-Michel Bayle. And again, I was lucky enough to meet the great man and catch a few words with him on camera.
When was your last race, John, on a motocross bike?
1992, 20 years ago.
What about Fred? Sorry?
Wait! He hasn't raced in 20 years? Jesus! He's still got bags full of style, he's still got as smooth as silk, and he ain't no slouch. Getting a couple of third places behind the only recently retired Josh Coppins and John Dowd. Check out the man in action for yourselves. And now for your bike maintenance tip of the day. Always, and I mean always, check your spokes before you go out riding. Otherwise, you might be in trouble. Just like this guy. And that ain't good. And now to end this Vets MX's Nation segment, like every year, it was nice to see hundreds upon hundreds of two-stroke machines ripping up the grass of an au natural motocross track, and generally just seeing people having fun. And in my opinion, that beats any GP, and I think a lot of people agree. There was way more people at Farley Castle for the Vets MX's Nations than there was at Matley Basin for the Brick GP. I wonder what names they've got lined up for next year's event. I've heard whispers of Wyndham, or maybe even Carmichael. Sorry to burst people's bubbles, but... bubble butt.
You know, they talk about the veteran part of the Motocross of Nations, and I don't think I have any ambition on riding any old bikes like that. You know, I'm somewhat spoiled anymore, so that race could be fun, but it looks to me like it might be getting too serious, and they're going to take the fun out of it. So I don't have any ambition to do it. No, I'll just sit on the sidelines and watch. I'm not a racer. I'm not a motorcycle racer anymore. I like what I'm doing, and I have fun doing what I'm doing, and it'd just probably be better for me to watch from the sidelines.
I can't remember if I've done this bit yet. I'll just do it again anyway. Boobs of the week! And now for something a little closer to home. Literally, like in my house. Congratulations to my brother Jordan for accidentally winning the adult championship at our local club event whilst riding an 8-year-old CR250 two-stroke. I say accidentally because none of us even realised or knew that he clinched the title until a week after the final race. Well done, bro. Now that's a championship in every single class at that club, from the autos all the way to the adults. Now it's just the over 35s to go. But I've got a feeling you got a few years to wait for that. And it just proves that you don't need a brand new full banger to go out, have some fun, and maybe accidentally win. And in more two-stroke awesomeness, Pete Kenderdijker decided to bring out the old two-smoker for the final round of the Belgian National Championship. Just because, in his own words, he wanted to. What a legend. There's a link to a sweet little vid of this from the guys at Verve Moto in the description down below. Oh yeah, I don't know if I've mentioned this already, but boobs of the week! You're welcome, guys. And now for the comment question of the week. Do you guys think that professional motocross was better and more exciting in the old two-stroke days? Or do you prefer the four-stroke era of today? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, I've been Toofast Max, this has been The Plug, and if you've enjoyed this week's show, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to check out dirtbikerider.com for all of your latest motocross news. And finally, if you like what you've seen and you want to see more, click right here to see more.
Hey everybody, I'm Doug Dubach. I'm the chosen team leader here. They all voted me in, but we're here, this is Team USA, we're here at Farley Castle.